Ahoy lads and ladies, my name's Hampy, welcome to the channel. Today we are playing in the Rose Tower Open. It's round 2 and we're playing against Syntex. Now, I think this guy is not bad. I think I've seen his name pop up a couple of times. So we'll see if we can, and we've got a Sun team with Clefable, Hitmontop and Tyranitar. So he's also got like some weather. We're gonna go Intellion Ninetales here, I think. I think Tyranitar definitely looks alright. Do we bring Ferrothorn as our fourth is the question. Do we bring Ferrothorn along for the ride? I think the answer is no. Pico Braviary instead. Yep. So they don't have a Trick Room option, so we don't need to worry about that. So that's really what Ferrothorn is good for. Oh, what a card! Yeah. Nice. Nice. Alrighty, what did he go with? Hey, did we win the weather war here? We did win a weather war, look at that. Oh, our Ninetales, oh, they, Choice Scarf, maybe. So what do we do? Do we go for Veil? Or do we go for an Icy Wind? And do we look to max here? I think a Geyser into the Zard slot and an Icy Wind. No Dynamax from my opponent. Oh wait, no, we're faster. No switches. There might be a Protect coming out as well as like... No, there is a Dynamax. So he might be counting on his Ninetales to like KO my Inteleon here. That Charizard could be vested. Like, that's a thing. That's a thing that people do these days. Ah, there you go. Sunny day. And I honestly reckon that's, if I was to guess, like, well, actually I don't know, but I'd say that that's Scarf. It has to be, right? It's faster than Inteleon, it has to be Scarfed. So Overgrow is going to come out from the Charizard, I think. Airstream comes out, there you go. So we did mitigate that with our Icy Wind there, which is nice. What does our opponent do here? What do I think they do? What do they think I do? I reckon a guard from the Charizard is bloody obvious. I'm going to bring in Tyranitar. But the fact that it's so obvious is probably why it doesn't. Out goes his Ninetales. In comes his Clefable. There you go. So he might be trying for the friend guard stuff, but no. And it's used the guard. We call it right. We call it all right. Bop. I'm guessing that Clefable wanted to use a I'd wager that Clefable was going to use Follow Me next turn, if it could. And in comes the Venusaur, okay. What was the other one there? And like, yep, that's fine. Rock Slide. I'm not sure if one Airstream boost is going to be enough to outspeed Charizard, but if it is, that'll be this could be a double KO. Out goes the Charizard, in comes the Ninetales. Clever. Very, very clever. Because now, yep. Now we get outspeeded by the Venusaur. Yep. Hits both. That should KO Ninetales. And we're looking good. Bring in our Ninetales here. We haven't lost our sash on our Ninetales yet, have we? Nope. And we saw that we were just faster than Charizard, I think. And this should just go close to KO on both. Here we go, so we take down game 1 against Syntex. That was a pretty solid start. So how do we think he adjusts now? Because we took that one out pretty comfortably. So how do we think they adjust? How do we think my opponent adjusts here is the question. Do they go with the same lead again and try something different? Or do they go with just something completely different? Do they go with like a mode 2? Because the issue is if he leads like a Venusaur, right? Like, I think we still go with the same lead, same 4 in the back. He never saw our 4th in Braviary. Like, we have no reason to change it up. Like, I was thinking maybe a Tyranitar, like, Braviary game might be, like, a good way to go about it. But Like, we have no reason to change it up here. It's on my opponent to come up with something. Right? Because again, if he leads Ninetales, we get our Hail because he has the Scarf. But at the same time, because like that has to be Scarf. There's no way it outspeeds Inteleon without a Scarf. Unless it's randomly running Quick Claw and we like won a speed tie or lost the speed tie. So he's gone Charizard Ninetales again. So we could have gone our Braviary Tyranitar option and it's gone ham, but so our opponent's looking like he wants to try something different. And I guess, do we want to try anything different? Because we can't get around that switch. We can't get around that, can we? Like, I get the feeling he is going to go for the... For some reason I feel like a Sunny Day boosted... like Max Wildfire's going into that. We have to max Airstream if we want to keep up. We didn't have to max Airstream, but... What? Well, that's a misclick. That was meant to be Tyranitar. We didn't need it last game. But in comes his Airstream. In comes his Gigantamax Tyranitar, Charizard. Oh gee, we could have really gone wrong here. We could have really gotten things wrong. Because if he just does the same thing, we're in some trouble. Like, if he decides to go Sunny Day, Overgrow, we're in trouble. And that went into Charizard, and I wanted it to go into Ninetales, but that's... we will take that. Overgrow, yep, we're gonna go down. Yeah. Alright, so like, and that Ninetales is obviously Scarf, so it has to, like, oh no, I could just go for another Sunny Day here, right? But I'm going for Tailwind with our Braviary and Rockside. He does not realize, he didn't see Braviary last game, so he has no idea that we're Scarfed. And we're still faster than the Ninetales though, so that's good. Ninetales uses Sunny Day, that's fine. Come on, Tyranitar, do your thing. Attaboy. Unfortunately, though, we didn't get that Ninetales down, which is, we kind of needed that. Oh, he's got his own Tyranitar. That's not horrible. He set that, but he'll be going for, like, I don't think he'll be going for a sunny day here. Like, there's no reason for that. Like, the only reason he goes for sunny day is because he's got Venusaur sitting in the back. We do have to switch in our Ninetales here, otherwise we're going for another Tailwind. But I think a Rock Slide is fine. Especially if he doesn't switch out. Well, if he switches out his Ninetales, yeah, that's not great. But that's actually not horrible. Actually not horrible. We get intimidated, sure. Switched out with his eject button, fair enough. In comes the Ninetales again to set up the sun. His Tyranitar is going to Rock Slide. Flinched and couldn't move, that's a shame. Because we kind of wanted that next turn. Wait. Okay, how do we go about this? We know he's got Hitmontop in the back. We will be faster than their Ninetales here, and oh, gee, I really want an Icy Wind. I actually think controlling the weather is key to winning here. So we might have to do... Is it? Yes, it is key to winning. If we can get Veil up, that's huge for us. But actually, Braviary is probably pretty big in winning too, right? Like, out goes his T-Tar. I'm fine with that. I am more than fine with that. Oh, that's so good for us. That's gonna hurt. But it's missed. I was gonna say it's missed something, but nope. Okay. So we know Hitmontop gets Fake Out. Question is, does it go for it here? Do you think it go? I think it goes for a Fake Out. Onto our Braviary slot, so we can get a Rock Slide off. Is what I reckon happens. How many turns of Tailwind have we got left? No turns of Tailwind left. Okay, cool. Will Tailwind help us? It'll guarantee speed control. No, we're playing defensively this turn. Ooh. Well played. Suppose now the question becomes: is he faster than our? Is this Tyranitar faster than our? Than our Ninetales? That's what we got to go for. I think if it's faster than our Ninetales, we're going to be a strife. But oh, bullet punch into Ninetales. That might just. So we do lower that Tyranitar's speed, which is good for us. But it is at +1 now, which is bad for us. But we can get like rock slide flinches. Oh, he's faster. At +1 speed, at no speed. Okay. That's what you go for. Rather speed time protects or but we see what happens here, I suppose. If he targeted the Braviary with Hitmontop, we're in trouble. Wait, it used Bullet Punch. So how much health has it got? I think do we win here or do we lose here, I guess? If it's got speed investment, it wins. I was going to say if it doesn't have any bulk investment, we might win. It's lowered its defenses, not enough. Nice. The protect last turn was too much. Was sort of but even then, if I double that Hitmontop, like if I Brave Bird the Hitmontop, probably lose to that Tyranitar, and yeah. So we got our turn one wrong there. That was the problem. That was the major flaw in that game. We got our turn one wrong. Like, considering where we were on turn one, we came back a long way. But I think there was two big things in that, and there was like Inteleon going down, and then the Ninetales not quite going down to the rock slide. I reckon that has to be a roll. I'm sure I've seen that KO plenty of times, but yeah, not quite going down to that was quite unfortunate. So, yeah, again, like, I want to go Tyranitar. Like, I really want to. But this time, like, I am always worried about that Venusaur with Sleep Powder. Is my thing. Like, I'm very worried about that Venusaur with Sleep Powder. Like, but he didn't bring it last time. He brought Ninetales Charizard, Hitmontop Tyranitar. We can't not bring Tyranitar. Right. So we go to the Braviary here. I think Inteleon's too good against this team. Like, 3 super effectives, 4 super effectives. That's actually here we go. Game 3 against Syntex. He's gone Tyranitar Charizard. We still don't know if that Tyranitar's policy or not, do we? Like, he's shown he wants to Dynamax the Charizard. He has shown that over and over again. But at the same time, like, I actually think... I was going to say a Wormwind into that Charizard slot looks pretty good. But he does have Clefable in the back. Got it wrong. Oh, it's a Venusaur. That's okay. He's going for his Tyranitar. So provided we hit Icy Wind, we should be okay. I think. Provided we hit the Icy Wind. I'm going for the Wormwind against Tyranitar. It's definitely not a bad idea. It's probably going to Rockfall our Ninetales slot. So definitely bringing, maybe bringing Ferrothorn was the pick in the end there, but not bringing Braviary looks like the right play, but at the same time being able to just close combat that Tyranitar would have been good. So that's going to deal damage to that Venusaur. It's doing damage to both. I was really concerned that that was going to be a Clefable coming in that that slot there, but we will Wormwind the Venusaur and take the KO. All of the T-Tar's attack. Rockfall comes out, probably into the Ninetales, which should still KO it even at Neg 1. Oh, into Dracozolt, which isn't doing enough. Sends out his own Ninetales. His Ninetales will be going first. And we've already slowed that Tyranitar down enough. And again, so we know Charizard's in the back as well, so we are free to just throw out another Wormwind and try and neuter this Tyranitar. Because he can't switch in the Charizard. Like, switches in the Charizard, that's bad for him. Like, he... Oh well. Oh no, that's me. that's caught me a couple of times where the Ninetales has been... Oh. Don't get burnt. Thank God. Thank heck. No burn. So we'll see how much this does. It just does it all. So this is looking very good for us, guys. Very, very good. That Tyranitar is now at -2. So the darkness is coming out into the Zolt slot, but it's not doing much. Thanks to our, thanks to us neg-2ing that Tyranitar. And honestly, I'm pretty tempted to go for a Wormwind into the T-Tar slot again. We've got Inteleon in the back. So, like, Charizard isn't an issue. The issue now becomes, like, this Tyranitar. Well, I suppose at the same time that Tyranitar is also locked in, right? So if we go for a third Wormwind into the T-Tar, like, I'm looking at a third Wormwind into that T-Tar slot. This time, and a Rock Slide. Might even, actually, you know what, I'm even going to protect with Tyranitar. We are, like, we're going to go super duper hyper slow here and make sure we win this game because it's basically locked up. Basically. Like, if we get this third max attack off, like, we're in a pretty sweet spot. We do have a neg special defense, but it's not going to do too much. Charizard's Life Orb damage. Max Wormwind comes out. Does a fair chunk of the Tyranitar's health, which is what we're after. Really, we're after just chunking it now. And like, Rockfall's going to come out into the Dracozolt. Like, you know, I was going to say, in an ideal world, that KOs us. So we can just switch in our Inteleon and go for the throat. But you throw out the rocks. Oh, gee, that's tempting, isn't it? Nah. I was going to say that. I'm tempted to throw out the Earthquake, but I'm just going to throw out the Rock Slide with my T-Tar and a Dragon Claw. Well, that's handy. That's a bit of hacks for you, but Dragon Claw comes out here. That should do. Oh, I was going to say. There we go. That's a funny last turn. And you went for the Dragon Dance on the T-Tar. Just try and get some of that sweet attack stat, but too little, too late. He also wanted his speed stat back, which is fair. He'll now be moving first. He's going for the second Dragon Dance. Just he's going. All right, I call this. I call this over. Dracozort's going to use the Aerial Ace. It doesn't check for accuracy to bring it down. And there we go. Dracozort in game 3. That little bit of a switch up was enough to bring down, like, without realizing it, we played into his switch up pretty well. Like, he was trying to get the, like, For some reason, I think he was trying to get the hail out. Here we go. And I better stop this recording because it's going to be a heckin' long one, eh? So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video for round 3.